Yo guys, Features Gaming here and welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we are back on Euro Truck for another episode of the Trucking Career, episode 53 today. Now, in the last episode we did a massive job from Santander to Karlstad in Sweden. Obviously Finland, I think. Wait, was it? No, in Sweden. And Santander was in Spain, obviously, so yeah, that paid in £87,421, 2,120 miles, and I think it took us about 48 hours to do, which was absolutely insane. And as you saw, I actually had to take a break in that episode. And something else that you can immediately notice from this UI, it is super different, and that is because I am now on version 1.41 because ProMods version 2.56, I think it is now available, that supports version 1.41 on Euro Truck. So that is going to be good, and we're going to be taking another job in the new update. So we did get that thing of saying, the truck has been, has been parked in a safe place, but that doesn't matter because we're taking quick jobs at the moment. And because of that, I want to see if I can drive a truck in Euro Truck that I've actually driven in real life. Because if you don't know, I have actually driven a truck in real life. I drove a DAF XF. So I want to see if I can get a DAF XF, but then again, I want to try and get the one that I drove, because there's loads of different versions of DAF XFs, but I'm not too sure which one is the one I drove. I think it's like one of these. Now, we have some jobs, so that one is 12 hours. £42,000. So that is actually a pretty good job, and we'll actually be visiting a few more cities. And judging by the route, I think we can probably pick up a few other discoverables as well. So yeah, Spain to Portugal. This might actually be an okay one. And as I said, I think this is the actual DAF that I drove as well. So I think we'll take 15 tons of scooters from Albacete in Spain to, I don't know how you say that, I'm afraid, in obviously Portugal. So let's take that. Double trailer, fragile cargo, high value cargo, standard delivery. There's loads of bonuses on there. So hopefully we will get the full £42,000, 377 quid. And yeah, should be good. So, judging by the UI, or judging by what this looks like, I think it is the exact DAF that I drove. It's just the interior colors look a little bit different. Obviously, when I drove it, I was on the other side. But this steering wheel looks familiar. The dash looks familiar. But yeah, I'm not too sure if the truck I drove had like a like parking brake, or the gauges were the exact same. I actually cannot remember about that, because it was, like 4 years ago, but I do remember it being semi-like what it was. But firstly, let's go ahead and grab a screenshot for the thumbnail. So let's go to photo mode, and let's get a decent thumbnail. Should I do it on that side? Yeah, I might do it on this side. Capture the double trailer gloriousness. Saturation, obviously I want to get it as much saturated as possible. Obviously, we do have the time and weather as well. So if I was to do a job at night time, I can quickly, make it, sunny for the thing. And you can also change it to being the weather as well. Do it at absolutely midnight if you so need to. But yeah, that is cool. So I think I've done everything I need to. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. So let's just click drive.
Navigation resumed.
Obviously, there was a bit of a flash there, in terms of the trying to get the lighting of the game out of the way. So let's see what discoverables we can get. So immediately there is a truck dealer we can get. What else can we drop in for? Madrid? You're going a little bit the other side, but I think we need to try and get these discoverables quicker. Salamanca, I think. There's nothing there, I don't think. No. Okay, interesting. We're only picking up one discoverable. No, two, because we're picking up Madrid as well. Interesting. I thought there would have been a lot more. So 13 hours and 27 minutes is going to be the new time. So yeah, let's get going then. I believe it. No, wait. Where did we go out? I think it's this way. I think, yeah. Oh, that indicator's nostalgic.
Turn left.
It has been a while since I have driven a truck since I have driven, one of these old DAFs. Mostly it's been Scania Next Gens and the DAF XG Plus. And occasionally the odd Renault Range T as well, Volvo Truck Dealer discovered. Like I'll be needing that anytime soon.
Turn right.
But yeah. Looks cool. I don't know if this is the exact make and model I drove. Because there are gonna be, different there are gonna be differences to the same model, but not the actual make and model. It was definitely a DAF XF I drove, but I didn't know about, all of the specs and anything like that. Because on the driver's side window, it didn't have the bottom one, it only had the top one. The colour scheme was different. Obviously, as I said, it was a right-hand drive as well. I didn't even see them. It was a right-hand drive rather than a left-hand drive. As I said, I can't remember there being a parking brake, but there must have been a parking brake there, because otherwise how would the truck, be parked?
Keep left.
They're going to let me go. Please move over. Or brake, thank you. They can't really move over, can they? So yeah, along we go. Or we're speeding slightly. There we go. So as I said, we are on version 1.41 on Eurotruck, because ProMods is now on the updated version, which supports 1.41, which is good. It means I can basically keep my game on the updated version whenever I'm playing on single player or doing a TruckingCareer video. And also means when we do multiplayer as well, we can do that as well. The only thing I'll need to downgrade it for at the moment is for Truckers MP, but hopefully soon Truckers MP will update their services, or their servers and services. So then it can then support 1.41, but obviously they need to do a bit of changing. You basically need to downgrade it to the 1.40 X for incompatible mods or whatever it was called. Just look up on the Truckers MP website when you want to play Truckers MP, and just downgrade your game to the version that they say. And there's literally a full-on tutorial, well, not tutorial, but there's full-on easy to understand instructions on how to downgrade your game. I'm not one for those for understanding instructions, complex instructions, so to say that I can understand them fully, I'm pretty sure anyone would be able to understand them, because they literally have screenshot evidence as well. If they want to reach out to me and ask me to create them a tutorial for it as well, like a proper video tutorial, then by all means, if you're watching this Truckers MP team, by all means go ahead. Even though they probably won't ask me, they'll probably get someone, in their team to do it, rather than me. Even though I am very familiar with Truckers MP and haven't had one single ban on there, which I still don't know how. I have actually had no bans. I think I've been reported, but I've never been banned. Because I am quite a sensible driver, I do see so myself. I don't remember these gauges though, but obviously I wasn't even looking at that. I wasn't even looking at that. I was just looking outside the front thing. And the reason why I wasn't looking at the gauge, seeing my speed, is because I wasn't driving on the road, in case you guys were wondering. I was doing it on private land because I was only 16 at the time, as I got it as a birthday present for my 16th birthday, a truck driving experience. So Yeah, I was only 16, so don't, think, oh, you were breaking the law, you were like 17 or 16. Yes, I was, but I was doing it on private property.
Keep left.
I did actually vlog it as well. It is a video on the channel. And that was a video I literally just looked up to see exactly which make the truck was. I did just have to double check that. But yeah, it was a little bit difficult as well to see exactly the make and model, because obviously it was branded the company that owned it as well. It wasn't specifically for the it wasn't just a all generic truck really that was just showcased on for that day. It was actually bought by the company specifically for that reason. The only thing I knew that it stated on the front was literally DAF XF, and then I knew, okay, it's an XF, so I need to look for one of those. But I'm not entirely sure on the make and model that the truck is. And I really enjoyed it. I think I got like 90 out of 100 or something, whatever it was, which is fantastic to say it was my first time ever doing it. I think even the instructor was a little bit surprised after what I was doing at the start. So at the start, I think I knocked down like 2 cones when doing the slalom. And then he thought I didn't know my left and right, but obviously I talked all about that in the Febreact video I did to me driving that. And then obviously overshooting the trailer with or overshooting the cones with the back end of my trailer. As I said, I think it was me getting confused about that. I didn't know if he meant the back of the trailer or the back of the truck. But yeah. I mean, there was one thing that probably got him worried when I first stepped into the cabin is I asked him which one was the accelerator and brake, because obviously with it was an automatic, or it was an automatic with a switch, so you had to switch it into gear. And because I'd never driven an automatic before, I didn't know which one was the braking and accelerator. I didn't know which one, if it was different to a manual. So obviously in a manual, you use your right foot for the accelerator and brake, and you use your left foot for the clutch. I didn't know if that was any different in a truck. It wasn't, so that was all good. I was just double checking with the instructor that it was the correct way around that I thought it was. And it was, so thank God for that. Otherwise that would have been a new, a new thing to learn. Especially when doing something I'd never done before. Because I knew how to drive, thanks to me doing, like, it wasn't really a course, it was just something that a company were doing for, I think it was 11 to 17 year olds, where they basically teach someone how to drive a car, but you're not you're not being educated on, like all of the mechanics of a car, if you say, like you would be in a proper driving lesson. Obviously in a proper driving lesson you learn to actually drive on the roads. With this one you're just driving on a parking lot.
Keep right.
And I think I did it in many places. I think I did it in Nottingham. I think I did it in where is it? Sheffield, I think I did it once. I can't actually remember where else I did it. Is there one time in Manchester? I don't know. No, not Manchester, no. We haven't been that far. Actually, I cannot remember where I've done it. I actually think it was 2 venues in Nottingham, which is why I got confused. Because they used to do it in, I think it was like a multi-story car park near the shopping centre.
Keep right.
The, well, now branded into shopping centre. I don't think it was named that back then. And then they moved it to like a more open car park. I don't know what it was for.
Keep left.
And I still don't know. I think it was just an extra car park because it was across the road from like where Toys R Us and stuff was like. That was like, I think. Rest in peace, by the way, Toys R Us. I absolutely loved that shop, and I honestly remember, I honestly remember me going into
Right.
that store
Take
quite
the
a
exit
while.
on the right.
Okay, so we're dropping into Madrid here, I think.
Take the exit on the right.
Pick up a few of these discoverables. Yeah, I really did enjoy Young Driver. That's what it was called, by the way. Hence the name.
Keep left.
I think I did start it when I was like 11 as well. And I think my sister really benefited from it as well when she then took her driving lessons. Really benefited me as well because obviously it teaches you how to drive. So I got that nailed down. Then driving on the road was just basically me
Right. Then
focusing
take the exit
on
right.
to not crash into other people.
Take the exit on the right.
And then, you know, like trying to then drive a DAF, you know, like a proper truck, after me
Continue
driving
straight.
it in, you know, Euro Truck for ages as well. Not to forget that. It was good. And yeah, I've been like very
50
fortunate
feet.
to, you know, like
Turn right.
drive vehicles that many other people might not have been able to at the age I was.
Turn right.
Like I've driven a truck, a bus, double-decker bus, can I just say, a few times as well. Not on the railroads, again on private property. I've driven a race car. When I was 13, I can't actually remember what else I've.
Turn right.
What else have I done?
Turn right.
I think that's about it. I don't really think there's anything else I can think of. But yeah, that race car surprisingly was a manual. I thought it was going to be automatic. That
50
was.
feet. Turn right.
But if it was going to be manual, it's going to be with the sequential pedals.
Turn right.
And even back then, I don't think I had my wheel, so I wasn't fully up to practice with driving with a wheel. So that was a little bit interesting to get used to.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
What is it with these variable speed limits being at 31, then dropping down to 25? Who wants to drive at 25? Is this like a school area or something? When you need to drive 20, you know, during school
Keep left.
times? Well, not during school times, but when it's like, when they're, you know, when it's time for them to go home. Like when you're picking up, you know, children from schools and stuff. You know, those areas where you have to go 20 through if the lights are flashing. They're annoying.
At the
Really
roundabout,
annoying,
take the
but
second
you know, it's
exit.
there for safety. Because a few times on my driving lessons, I have done a route where I have had to. Well, it's not really a route. We just drive anywhere we want to, really, on the driving lesson. I have driven through some school areas, and normally I just drive at 20 anyway. Just so then when I get familiar with that road, I can just go 20. You know, like I can, you know, no matter what time of the day, I just go 20 through there. Just in case there's anyone, you know, sneaking around.
Keep left.
Even when I drive, you know, a little bit under the speed limit, just to make sure that, you know, I'm safe and, you know, I have the
Keep
biggest
right.
possible reaction time I can is,
Take the
you know,
exit
with
on
as
the
well
right.
by, you know, not being ridiculously under the speed limit, if you see what I mean.
Take the exit
I
on the
mean, some
right.
people might disagree. You know, going slower is actually probably a bit more dangerous than going the speed limit. To some degree, I agree with them. But if it's only, you know, like, you know, 1 to 5 miles an hour slower, I really don't see that being an issue. Anything, you know, like 50 mile an hour plus is, you know, probably a bit, you know, it's probably a
Keep
bit
left.
over the top. 20, oh no, 10, maybe getting to that sort of stage. But yeah, really, 1 to 5 mile an hour under the speed limit, I really don't think changes anything at all. If there's someone behind you flashing you to get out of the way, just wait for them to overtake is what I'd just do.
Keep left.
If anything, I'd slow down and annoy him, slow down and annoy him even more. Just to rub it in, you're not getting past me. I'll just wait for them to overtake. If they accept the fate, they accept the fate. Ain't gonna be my job, is it? I'm not gonna speed up just because there's someone, you know, behind me, you know, begging me to get on with it. I want to be safe and I want to, you
Keep
know,
left.
go my speed. I want to be what I'm comfortable with. I don't want to put my life and potentially others at risk. I think one of the most strangest things that's happened when I've been on my driving lesson is driving on the A1. I think I went on it on my either my second or third ever lesson. I think on my first lesson I went on to like a 60 mile an hour road and I was just like, what the hell? No, it was my second. It was my second. So I remember driving on a 60 road.
Keep right.
And yeah,
Then take the exit
I was
on
just
the
like, I
right.
shouldn't be in this situation on my second lesson.
Take the exit on the right.
Because on the first time, my instructor drove me to and from my house. He first took me to like a slow residential area. And then I jumped in. And then on the second lesson, he took me to that same zone again. And then from there on, it was just me. So then I, you know, did the lesson and then drove home. And then from there on, it was just me all the time. So then I set off from my home and, you know, go then to wherever we needed to go. You know, I was a little bit scared to going onto that 60 road because before we'd only gone, I don't know what, like probably highest 25, maybe just reaching 28 or something. I don't think I ever actually reached 30. But yeah, going onto that 60 road, I was just like, what am I doing here? But yeah, getting onto the A1 for the first time was a little bit scary. After then, it kind of like, you know, the fear was, you know, dying down a little bit. But then when I drove at night then and then in the rain, my fear just went, nope, nope. But all I did is I just trusted in my instructor, listened to everything he said, and I knew as long as I did everything he said, should be safe. And then again, he's mainly there to, you know, prevent me from getting into a crash anyway, so I just put my trust and faith in him to guide me through what I need to do. And then hopefully we got through it. And we did. Otherwise I wouldn't have been here today, possibly.
Keep left.
I normally have 2-hour lessons because I just want to make sure that the more experience I get, hopefully the better off I'd be on in the end. And so far I've had many lessons, like I must say I've probably had close to probably about 50 hours of driving lessons, possibly even more than that. I'm not actually too sure how many hours I've had. I remember in 2019 I just got knuckling down on lessons, and same with early 2020 as well, before the lockdown. And since that last lesson in early 2020, I've not been back because we just haven't felt it's safe to do so. Which was annoying because I had my theory passed and it's still active now. The thing is that it runs out, I think it's like next February my theory will run out. And it was annoying as well because I had my test booked, my actual, practical test, and was test ready. And then obviously the pandemic just came in and screwed everything up. I think I had my test booked for like April, and then obviously the lockdown came in March time, and that messed everything up. At first it was like pushed back to June time, and then we just cancelled indefinitely. And I remember, I think in June or July, we were going to look at me restarting driving lessons, but then assess the situation and was just like, nope, let's just wait another year and see what it's like. My God, did that quote age well. Let's wait until next year. What do we get next year? 100 times the cases than what we were getting the year before. I'm not even supposed to go into that lane. So yeah, that was fantastic. Definitely made me feel better about that situation. And ever since then, my mind has just been saying, Fetch, don't jinx anything by saying let's wait until next year and see what happens. Because if you say that, we're gonna have about 1 million cases next year. by the way, I jinx things. Let's not do that. So yeah, really annoying about that, but what can you do, I guess? There's a pandemic, we all need to stay safe. I mean, now it's probably, safe to do it, with, double vaccinations and stuff like that. But to me, nah. Definitely not. Absolutely not. Even still, with masks and... well, I say social distancing. You can't social distance in a car with masks in place, and I think in some you roll the windows down for better ventilation. In the car, I still don't feel safe. I think for some you had to have gloves as well. Squirrel, why are you not finding any jobs? You're going to be finding another job soon, Squirrel. I'm threatening you now. Find a job. Otherwise you will be walking out of this company. Right, 6 hours and 57 minutes remaining. I don't really think there's any need for a speed up. I mean, possibly, but I'm not too sure. The thing is that I am wanting to, try and talk about more things as we go through videos, because even though these journeys are going to be longer, I don't just want to kind of welcome you all into the video. So we're going to do this job, talking you through the job, rerouting, thumbnail, then speed up to the end and not talk about anything interesting. I kind of want to talk about stories and stuff. I don't just want it to be like that, which is the easiest way for me to record these videos, and which is why I have been doing a few speed ups like I have been doing in the past. Just recording the journey, telling you the discoverables we're getting, the job, the money, everything like that. Like in the last video, because if I have nothing to talk about, then what's the point of doing the videos like I have been doing now? I really don't see why. But I'm just going to speed up both anyway. It's just really easy for me to record those videos like I did before because, yeah, I can just knuckle down doing the job. No need to set my mic up, no need to set anything up really. I just get onto Euro Truck, select a job that I want to do. Obviously I do need to open OBS, sorry truck there. I do need to obviously open up OBS and set it to, you know, record my gameplay and everything like that. But I don't need to set everything up like, you know, Audacity to record my voice, and then obviously then to get it in sync. I just get it open, enable the desktop audio if I want to, so then it's easier for me to start the job and everything like that. Set it going, do the job, away you go. Then we just record the voiceovers at the end. I note down everything in a notepad. And then basically from those notes that I write down, I basically write like a script effectively. Well, I say script, not like a full-on script, like, you know, a movie script. I just, like, you know, like write down just a few lines of, you know, information that I want to say in the video, basically. That's how I script all of my videos effectively. I don't really, you know, go like for like a proper, you know, Broadway show or anything like. Wait, no, Broadway's a musical. I mean, what's the thing I'm thinking of? You know, like a full-on. What's it called? Oh my god! My mind is just gone. Like a proper movie script. I was gonna say that. And then, yeah, it's just easy for me to do it that way. Because I can do a job however long I want. I just speed it up. And I think in the last video, I had to speed up that first bit of the journey. Because that first bit of the journey, although it took like, I don't know, 6 minutes for you guys, it took me probably about 2.5 hours in real life to do. Or 2 hours, and then I finished half an hour off at the end. I think I sped it up to like 2,000 times the speed. Yep, that's how long it took. But honestly, it didn't take long at all, because we did, oh, I don't know, probably knocking on to about 40 hours in that stint. So I think it said that we had like 10 hours to go after the ferry or something like that. That didn't take long at all. No, it can't have been that. Like 17 hours when we left the ferry or something like that, I think it was. So to say that you could do about 38 hours, I'm going to say, in about 2 hours, that's pretty good in terms of timings. Because if I did, what, like a 100-hour job, if there was one, in real life, that would probably take me, let's say on average you do about 25 hours in game every hour and a half. Let's just say that. That'll only take you 4 hours to do. Which isn't that bad. Like I said, 2.5 hours to do that 48-hour job. If you double that, then that's going to be about 5 hours. It really does depend though on what routes you're doing. Like if you're picking up any discoverables, any detours you get along the way as well. If you get onto a, like a dual carriageway or some sort of, like motorway like I am right now, You can get your foot down and just get going. And because I'm running car limit as well, I'm going quicker than other trucks. The reason why I'm using car limit and not truck limit is because when you're in Germany, on the autobahns, you're traveling at 50. And every car around you is going at least 70 or 80. I don't want to, feel that slow. I just want to get on with the job. So the tool's there, I switch it. However, the good thing with running truck limit is that you have enough time to, react to AI cars like that. And time flies when I'm, driving Euro Truck, because normally when I'm driving as well, half the time I'm not even paying attention. To be honest, I mainly just watch something on my iPad or something like that, and then I just look forward on the road and then just react. Like, I'm not sitting here, I staring on the road waiting for something to happen, looking at my sat nav, which is why I miss my turn-offs a few points, because I'm not really concentrating on the sat nav. Or the voice navigation for that matter. I'm basically just in the zone of just driving, just casually. And then before you know it, I'm at my destination. There's a little secret if you didn't know. And that is why I tend to speed up a lot of my videos. Because it means I can just watch something, crack on with the job, and then before you know it, I'm at my destination. The only issue though with going with car limit as well, obviously when you go over a certain speed you drain more fuel, so your fuel usage is less. And speaking of fuel, I think we might have to stop for fuel. What does it say on the gauge? I mean, it's probably still about a quarter away there. 3 hours and 43 minutes. I mean, I guess we could see it out to the end, but I'm just wondering if we should just stop just in case. Well, I'll keep going because, again, it's not like we're going to drive this, truck ever again. Obviously, when we give it to our employer, or when we deliver this job, we're giving them the truck as well. Thankfully, they don't find you with damage on the goods, or on the truck. And they pay you, your tolls, your ferries, everything like that. The only thing I don't know, which I think someone said on my videos, and I think I kind of said it in the video, or I kind of proved it in yesterday in the last TruckingCareer video. When you go through that toll, you don't pay it, which is good. You get the full you get the full profit it promises you. It doesn't minus the tolls or fuel or anything like that off it. The employer pays for everything. As you saw, £11, our money didn't go down. The employer pays for absolutely everything, which is good, which is nice, because when you're driving, or when you decide to do a quick job, like if you're saving up for a truck, obviously you're going to, if you don't have any bank loans, you can then estimate how much money you are going to need in order to get your truck. So let's say you're on £112,000 and you need 13,000 more for a job, or for a truck. You can look at the job market for a job that pays in £15,000 and you're just like, right, cool, that's what I need. But then you see it has 5 tolls involved, and you possibly are going to need to fuel up your truck again. So that fuel and everything like that doesn't matter, because the employer will pay for every single mile you do. However, if you do reroute yourself and you drive more miles, you won't gain profit for that. It's just for the stock route. But it's just easier when you're doing quick jobs. Just veer off to, you know, different
Keep left.
cities and stuff like that. So we have a diversion. Fantastic. Hopefully it doesn't add much on. I mean, we could just break through there and just carry on.
GPS signal lost. Navigation resumed.
Okay, that's gone weird. Avoid new locations. Crikey. I mean, we're not picking up any discoverables after that, but adding on 5 hours? We are definitely going to need to refuel. You know what?
Navigation resumed.
I'll be sneaky. I'll cut through there. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Then take the exit
We're
on the
breaking the
right.
rules. We're gonna go through there. I mean, it might come to it, and when we get back round there, it would have cleared up. Imagine that. I mean, it's probably not even going to be anything bad anyway. It's probably just going to be a collision or something. Probably just going to be something stupid as that. Like, I mean, it could be a helicopter.
Right. Then
But
take
then
the exit
again,
on the
you just
right.
have to drive slow around the helicopter and you'll get past it, no problem.
Take the exit on the right.
Like, rerouting was adding on double our distance nearly of what we still had to do. And I was ready to, you know, finish
Then
the job.
take the exit on the right.
I was getting to that mindset.
Take the exit on the right.
Although I am getting a little bit dizzy going through all of these right-handers. Like, I don't know where I am. Is this the last one? I think this is the last one. Why am I getting so close to the barrier? I mean, I have time to do the 5 hours. Like, I'm not saying I'm tight on time or anything. You know, I still have you know, at least another hour to do this job. Like, I'm not tied for anything. I can do it. I just prefer to just get this job done quicker. So let's just cut through there. And now we need to see what the issue was. I mean, there's been times, honestly, when I've, you know, just, you know, gone through those things and there hasn't been anything. You eventually just see a few AI, you know, things behind you just cutting through there and just getting on with their journey. But we have the whole road to ourselves. No one in sight. I think you can actually see a few people spawning in behind me. Oh, no, wait, no. Wait, I swear I saw some people. But yeah. As you can see, this is the DAF. Yeah, this is definitely the DAF I drove. Like, that thing on the side, that DAF 105 460 thing, was on my truck that I drove as well. So I think this is the exact make and model. It just looks slightly different. I remember that because that's where the in-cab recording thing was. I think I remember that being up there as well. So yeah. Oh, another toll just paid. Nice. Where is this thing? Again, like, this is another thing that's going to annoy me. Like, you know, us having to divert ourselves 2.5 hours when we could have just drove through the entire thing already. Like, I can't see anything why this road needed to be closed. And if so, why that early? Why not have waited? Because I can't see anything. Like, I'm turning off there. And I still can't see a reason why this road needed to be shut. There's absolutely been nothing. And I don't know if that's a bug. Oh, here you go, here you go.
Keep right. Then take the exit on the right.
Why shut it that early though? Just shut down a lane, or just tell people to, you know, just go a little bit wider. Like, really, I don't see why that needed to close the entire road. Maybe for a few minutes while they put out the fire, sure, but that fire was out. It was just smoke at that point. Just let everyone go through at a steady pace. Like, you know, that road is an hour long. You have to drive an hour in-game to then get to that thing. Like, that's just insane. What does that say? Obrigado Boa Via Gem, whatever that means. I guess it just means thank you, please proceed. in Portuguese actually, because we're not in Spain anymore. I think that's Portuguese. Or something like, you know, gracias, continue, something like that. Thanks, proceed. I don't know. If anyone is from Portugal and knows what that says, and if you want to translate it into English, then do comment below. Even though most fan bases are the UK. I think the top 3 countries, or the top 5 countries of where people watch my channel is obviously the UK. I think America is second. Interestingly, Germany is third, I think. Australia is fourth, I think. And then what's fifth? I'm not too sure which one is fifth. I think it's either Norway or Spain. Interestingly. I can't fully remember. And probably Jane and probably Germany and Australia are flips as well. I haven't checked the analytics for a while. Probably changed. The last time I checked them was probably about a month ago. And I think it was for when I was doing the updated version on not needing to be in this lane. I think it was like an updated version on how to download and install Truckers MP. I think that was the last time I checked my analytics for adding subtitles onto that.
Then take the exit on the right.
Or whenever that video came out, 2 months ago if it needed to be. Let's get the dash on, even though we haven't gotten that on for a while. Let's put our lights on as well because it's getting slightly dark. Well, it's 8 PM. It doesn't get this dark early on at 8 PM in the UK in summertime. It doesn't really get dark until what, like 9 PM or something like that. Just realised I've had my iPad on this entire time. Because again, I was ready to watch something and speed up the journey, but then I just went off and talked about random things. Like, if there's 10 hours left, then I probably would have sped that up. What the hell, mate? There's a truck here. You're going to lose out if there's, you know, a 20-ton truck here as you're wanting to turn into my lane. You are going to lose. Is that doing anything to our goods? Thankfully not. It's just the truck and trailer. Also, why is the navigation thing down there? I haven't want to do it in the middle. Oh, I need to check the list then. I think that route navigation thing possibly needs to either be updated or if it needs to be further up in the priority list.
In 50 feet, turn left. Turn left.
Nearly at the destination. I don't think once we've had to stop at a red light until now. So that's weird. Eight minutes away. Just got an achievement.
Right. Then take the exit on the right.
That shows you that this game takes ages to complete.
Take the exit on the right.
I've been playing this game for about 5 years and I still haven't completed it. It's mainly because I just set up loads of different profiles for different things I want to do.
Roundabout, take the third exit.
And then I just get into that profile and I never really switch it. And then something else will come out and then I want to play on that.
Take the exit.
Like I've got career profiles
At the roundabout,
for pro mods
first
and then not
exit.
pro mods. And I used to play on that pro mods one for absolutely ages. Like I was getting about £1 million per 7 days, per week. And then I wanted to set up a single player with no pro mods.
Then
And I've
turn
been
right.
playing that all the time. I haven't really not played it, or not played my pro mods profile for a while, and I'm focusing on the other one.
Turn right.
And obviously on this profile, I'm doing it for
Have a
videos, and then I've got that live stream profile and things like that. It all adds up. Anyway, we are now here. Our 5 drivers aren't really doing anything, are they? I don't think any one of my drivers has earned us any money since we've been doing this job. It's a little bit worrying. I hope they're bringing in profit. We'll have a look probably in a minute after we've finished dropping this off. There we go. Awesome. There we go, gaining full profit. Again, I can remember when I was losing profit like after every single journey I was doing. It was like in 2016, I just did not know how to play the game. But there you go, we've leveled up. Level 26 instructor. Got the full £42,000, no damage. Obviously the base reward because we drove 628 miles. The proficiency bonus for being level 25, I guess. Obviously with it being a long distance, high value cargo, fragile cargo and everything. And then trailer maneuvering bonus adds on an additional 20 XP. Yeah, £42,000. About 1.7 thousand XP. Skill point. What do we spend skill point in? I'm probably thinking just in time delivery. Probably going for, what's the skills that we still need to get? Flammable solids. I think just in time would make for a more exciting video, so I'll probably go with that one. So yeah, let's apply that. So there we go. Let's quickly check our driver manager. Obviously, we are earning a whopping £43,927 a day, which is absolutely mad. 1.6 thousand for Paul, so they are starting to bring in a profit. 1.2 thousand for Robo, 930 for Carla, and Michael is down there earning in just about £74 a day. You need to step it up, mate. I don't think I'm going to do anything with these things. I'm just going to leave them all on balanced. You know, eventually they'll level up. Let's just quickly check on how much DAF XG Plus trucks are, just in case, because it may be that we might be able to purchase one in the next episode. I'll probably get for one in Inverness if I had to get one, get back into the UK normally. That's the DAF XG. What is it for the DAF XG Plus? You need level 29. Obviously, we can upgrade it the more we get on. So, we don't really need to get it, like, now. It's only 171,000, but I do want to get a bit more money so I can, you know, level up. See, you can just get XG Plus anyway. So, like, you don't really need to get the new XG Plus because you can literally just configure this to be the DAF XG Plus. I don't really see why you'd want to, you know, make it different. Obviously, what one would I go for? I'll probably go for this one. But if you go to this, you can literally just get these aero parts. What's the difference between these two? Oh, those. Oh, yeah, because I have a mod that allows you to customize things. And then here, you can just get one of these. And then you've made it an XG+. There's no point. And as you can see, that's 200,000. And then also I want to spec some things out in the inside in the paint shop. So we don't have enough money to purchase an XG yet. I want to keep saving up money. Just out of curiosity, what other jobs can we get? £71,000. It is in oh my god, it is in oh my god, Fetch, can I even speak? It's in an Iveco. It's only 35 hours. That is not bad at all. Honestly, in the next episode, I might do a speed up and do that job. It's articulated, heavy cargo. Oh yeah, 25 tons of tableware. Fragile cargo. Might do that one. Oh, that's probably an even a better one. Scania Streamline, Calator Helsingborg. 42,000. I'd rather do the 71 grand one because if you do 71, then that'll put us on to, I think, just over £250,000 or something like that, 260,000. And then hopefully then in the next in episode 55, I think it'll be, we'll be able to get a DAF XG Plus. So yeah, in the next episode I might do that job, but I'll think more about that in the next episode because I'm going to end this video off right here. So if you have liked this video, then make sure you leave a like on it. That'd be awesome, and thanks very much. Also, make sure to subscribe as well if you haven't done so already for more content. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. But until then, take care and peace out.